inside it, and it's also being puppeteered, and there's a lot of elements. But there's the moment where he was like standing on top of like an aisle of beach towels or whatever it was, and where I was like, yeah. I was like, this is that was a very fun mythological creature for sure. The genie's good too.
Oh, yes.
The genie is so funny. But bargaining over the penis.
Yes. As one does. I think mine was the night market. I feel like that one was full. Like we had fairies and witches. Like we had everything there, so it was gonna be cool. Like every day we shot there was like, whoa, really cool. And we got to do all those stunt scenes, so it was really fun. Yeah.
That sounds really cool. Kristen, you also mentioned comedy. Has there been a bit that you guys have done that got cut from the show that like is your favorite bit that you're just like, oh, if only it made it in?
I think one of my favorite early bits that got cut was a scene with Kristen when, I think it was your first episode, we're walking down the hallway with the flames on the walls, like the sticks, what do you call those? Flame, sticks, fire? Torches. Wow. So torches on the wall, and I touch one, and then Kristen turns around, I think you improvise the scene, and you're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing, just says like, don't touch the fire. The fire marshal would have a fit.
Well, that's still in there.
No, but you did an elongated version.
Oh.
There was a take where she did that, and it was so long. It was so good, and I think for time they made it really sharp, clean, funny. But I liked the one where she elongated it, and that was my take that didn't make it. That I thought was fun.
God bless you, Harvey, and God bless the editors.
What's yours?
Oh man, I mean there was so much that happened in the club with Naja that got cut, lots of like club stuff. I can't think of anything specific, but there were there's a lot. They shot a lot, they cut a lot. That's all. A lot of nights that will go unshown. Yeah.
The show has had so many guest stars, amazing guest stars over the years. Who's your favorite guest star that you've worked with?
It's a real Sophie's choice.
I know. I mean, this season was exciting because we have Mike O'Brien from AP Bio as playing a very big part, and then also Steve Coogan. I think I can say because he was in the trailer. That was exciting. Everybody is smaller than you think.
I think my favorite, only because they were so great and like we're still friends today, is Haley Joel Osment. Topher. He just was really lovely, and that was early. And then to this day, he texts me, and he sends me his Christmas. He makes these like peanut butter balls for Christmas, and he sends those to me.
You know who's been real in touch with me that's guest starred is Mark Hamill. He just checks in. He checks in, and I appreciate that.
He checks on me too.
Chris Sanford, who played Derek.
Yes, he speaks Italian.
Oh, he speaks Italian.
He's always texting me in Italian.
You both worked on the show for quite a while. What were your last few days on set like?
Harvey was a mess. I was like, get it together, you have a job to do, remember? And you're like,
Yes.
What it was, I think everybody had been told that the show is ending before we started filming, which is unusual.
Christmas Eve.
It wasn't at that close,
It was 2 days before Christmas Eve.
Yeah, and Mark Berry said, oh, well, Merry
Christmas.
Up in Christmas.
Merry up in Christmas.
So I think the whole tone of not just the last few days was a little bit like, oh, it's over, let's really enjoy it. But it was weird. Especially at the end, like we shot that scene, you and I and Mike O'Brien in the library, and they're like, cut, we got it, and then you just hear the drills as they take the set apart.
Tearing it
still
down.
sitting there, like I was about to get up, and the wall was coming down. They're like, we're out of here.
And then I think at that point you and I grabbed a whole bunch of books from the library.
I didn't grab books, but I
did
got
not either.
Paul Rubens' portrait
I did not
I got
either.
Paul Rubens' portrait. You know I don't read.
Oh
And,
yeah. You did.
And Stephanie, I got
You got Stephanie too?
Stephanie's portrait, and she has it now.
What'd she
I
have?
just gave it to Garen this morning.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a nice gift. Yeah. No, I think for me it was sad, just because I won't give too much. But in the last episode, it's a very emotional scene for Guillermo, and it was and I talked to Paul about this recently.